I've been thinking about what was all this hate for Jordan Peterson? It really just didn't make sense. Didn't make sense. He said a few things, he had some opinions, told people to clean their room, take personal responsibility. Why is something that should be hated blown up into this giant boogeyman? Then it hit me. The hate for Jordan Peterson is nothing more than a massive socially projected daddy issue. These are people who have problems with their father, they have problems with masculinity, they have some sort of collective daddy issue. And he has been designated as the punching bag. It's okay. You're mad at your father? Yeah, well, this Jordan Peterson guy. And that is exactly what it is. There's two types of people without fathers. Those that need and accept that they didn't have a father. And those that blame their absent father for every single way their life is fucked up somehow. That excuse only works for so long. At the end of the day, when you get into bed, nobody pats you on the head and says, oh, here's $1,000. Yeah, you know what? It was someone else's fault. No, you go the fuck to sleep wherever you are, and you think, oh man, my life could have been, it could have been. Well, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? No one cares. No one cares. If we are one of the most fortunate and lucky people, we maybe have a handful. Maybe. More than likely, you might have one or two or nobody that actually truly gives a fuck about you or your excuses. And what should they? They have their own, and no one gives a fuck about their excuses. You hear something sad, what do you do about it? Nothing. And that's fine. That's fine. I'm not saying, oh, we all need to be saints and we all need to go out there. No, absolutely not. What I am saying, though, is there's only so much blame you can toss around before even the people who do actually care about you stop. Because it's not good for them. Have you ever had a friend who's just nothing but fucking negative? Yeah, I don't want to see you, dude. I can't hang out with you. Or maybe you don't have the balls for that. Maybe you just, I'll just ghost them or I'll just hang out with them. Yeah, that's okay. For really, really toxic people that are going to try to mess up your life, that's fine. But for most people, if he's just negative, no, dude, you bitch too much. It's not fun anymore. Like, I don't enjoy hanging out. I'm sorry. Bye. And that's a problem for people without strong fathers, especially. So next time, if you're a person who doesn't like Jordan Peterson, maybe you have your own host of reasons. But that is who society has projected Jordan Peterson to be. He is your dad. Oh man, he was addicted to that, that drug. Oh man, yeah, people have problems. Nobody's perfect. If somebody's perfect or close to perfect, they are full of shit. And if you hold Jordan Peterson's own personal addiction, which has no impact on your life, against him, you're exactly the type of person that thinks real life is shown through Instagram. That's who you are, if you think that. So if Jordan Peterson pisses you off, oh man, he said these things that I don't agree with. It is possible to like certain aspects of what people say or to appreciate certain aspects about certain people. Captain America doesn't exist. Thor doesn't exist. Superheroes don't exist. People aren't perfect. You can agree with one thing someone said and completely say they're full of shit about something else. That's understandable. Your entire identity is not determined by your belief in one thing. So, if you have a problem with Jordan Peterson, chances are you got a daddy issue. You either had no dad, or you had a weak dad, or you had a dad who didn't love you enough, a dad didn't pat your head enough growing up. And you know what? That sucks. That does suck. That sucks 100%. But no one cares. No one cares. You think if somebody cared, if people cared, they would have cared when you were a child and when you were helpless and when you really needed something. You think people care more because you're an adult making adult decisions now? You think people care about that more now? Absolutely not. No one cares. And the sooner you accept that, the sooner that you can do something on your own. And you can be different. It takes a greater amount of strength to have not had that influence in your life and still grow up to be a successful in whatever way. You don't need to be a banker. And successful in whatever way that really it brings fulfillment to your life. If you've done that and you didn't have a father figure, that's even more impressive, because that requires a whole extra level of strength. So remember, no one cares. That's good, because if no one cares, you can just do whatever you want, right? And I obviously don't mean whatever, but I mean there's no expectation. You can be whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. However much, however little. Don't blame anyone else. If you're an adult, you're an adult. If you you speed 100 miles an hour and you tell the cop, "No, sorry, I didn't have a father." No, it doesn't work that way. And there are people like Jordan Peterson. Yeah, is he getting a shit ton of money for it? 100%. Who cares? Good for him. Does he have some really helpful advice that will be especially effective for people who grew up without a father? 100%. You don't need to listen to everything, but dads, if you had a dad, they don't tell you, "Oh, everything's going to be all right, honey." No, that's what your mom did. And I'm not going to badmouth your mom, but a mom's not a dad. And a dad is the one who's going to tell you, "Hey, that's not how it is. This is what you need to do. Do this." So you missed some dad lessons growing up? Well, hear what he has to say. Look at it objectively.